Hey guys, what's going on? So today I wanted to discuss a recent poll I made on my community tab here. It says, "Hi all, I've been getting a lot of comments about King's Raid, and if I've quit, when I'm going to make more videos on it, etc. So I kind of want to get a general feel for if it's a loud minority or the majority of my fan base that wants King's Raid to come back. This is a very important poll for me, so please answer honestly. Thanks, guys." So after almost 2,000 votes, we came out to 54% do want King's Raid videos and 46% don't want them. So just based on this, we can see that it is somewhat split, but there are of course more that do want it. However, while reading the 118 comments left on this post, I noticed a very strong trend, and that is there should have been a third option at least. So just saying yes or no wasn't enough, so they kind of just had to choose one and then leave a comment describing actually that they want me to make what I want to make. So we're going to go through some of the comments. Of course, the first couple of ones does kind of speak volumes as well. This one has 39 likes and it just asks for more Honkai Impact 3rd. He says, "No, I don't want any more King's Raid." The second comment also says no, and also the second most liked comment is just asking for more Honkai Impact. Regarding Honkai Impact 3rd, by the way, I do still play it every single day. I am still very much enjoying it. We will have an update dropping tomorrow, which I'm going to go over. And so yeah, definitely no worries about Honkai Impact. That is definitely going to be a continuing series. And then here we come to the third comment, which is kind of what I was talking about. This person did select no, but they said, "Personally, I want it back. But in all honesty, if you dropped it, then don't play it anymore because I watched it for your excitement." And then another viewer says no, and they say to play what you want, not what the viewers want. Also, someone who voted yes says they would personally like to see more King's Raid, but if you don't want to play it anymore, that's okay. I don't want to see you playing just because the audience says so. I just would like to know if you're going to keep uploading or not to know if I should keep expecting to see a video about King's Raid. So what I initially decided to do was to go over the updates. I may have already missed one with a few new heroes. I'm sorry about that. I was just getting into Knights Chronicle and it kind of slipped past me, and then by the time I realized it, it was already like 4 or 5 days old, and I was like, well, there's not really much point of going over this anymore. But I definitely will try and at least cover the King's Raid update. So as far as King's Raid's concerned, that's probably what I'm gonna do. If there are new heroes, I'll give my thoughts on them, any other features about patches, and one other thing, if they make these gear sets a thing, I'll probably actually start playing again. But that's what it will take, because that's what really burned me out. I don't want to have this whole discussion about the gear sets again. I've kind of beat that horse already. It's just, that's what burnt me out, having to change gear all the time. And I didn't want to farm 8 years for the perfect sets for all 30 of my heroes. Okay, so yeah. Xenol votes no and says I should do more games actually, and he says he thinks I get bored of games when I play them for more than a month, just like all of us. I honestly really do consider sometimes just like kind of stopping with series and just reviewing like any new games that come out, but I don't know. So when I find a game that I really like, I don't get bored of it after a month. My sort of long-term attention span when it comes to stuff like that is more like a year to a year and a half, I would say. Of course, it depends on the game. To be honest, the most reason I drop games like I did with Monster Super League, like I did with Taichi Panda, like I'm kind of in the middle of doing with King's Raid right now, is just because, you know, you get tired of doing the same things every single day. I know it is possible to like switch it up like with updates and such, but most of the time it's just not enough to keep everyone's interest, and I think even the developers kind of stop putting as much effort into it. Maybe they're working on other projects, maybe they have lost, you know, concurrent players and they just don't feel it's worth their time anymore. I don't really know. But yeah, that's just what I've noticed. I think I played Clash of Clans for like 3 years though, because they did keep updating it with like new things all the time. And the wars were really fun as well, but that's kind of a tangent there, sorry. And so yeah, most of these comments aren't just saying no or yes. It's more complicated than that, and that's why I think I should have had a third option. But based on what a lot of these comments are saying, I think that would just be the majority, and I wouldn't really have a solid answer either. Like Zachary here says, "It's your decision. You shouldn't quit a game that you enjoy just because some people on the internet say you should. Wish there was a third option." And so yeah, I kind of do regret not having a third option there, but can't cry over spilled milk. Conrad says he does want to see more King's Raid, but there's no problem to try other games. It's your decision if you want to continue or not. Just want to tell you that you are my main source of King's Raid videos, and I love how you comment about new updates and characters. So it looks like Conrad's been with me since Monster Super League, and he followed me to King's Raid. Thank you for the long time support, Conrad. But yeah, I think right now for the most part, it's just going to be patch related content. So I'll be checking on Thursdays if there is a new patch to go over. If not, then not. If so, then so. And yeah, a lot of the comments are somewhat mixed. Like, Fox Zero says, all I wanted was for you to address if you dropped it and why. To be honest, whatever you do works for me. Just update us about it, you feel? Okay, so the absolute truth about why I dropped it, it wasn't necessarily the T8 gear grind, although that's what I would like to say just because, you know, it's a solid reason. The absolute truth, though, is just I got bored, okay? It just happens, you know? I'm a human, I'm a content creator, but first and foremost, I am a human, and I do get bored of things after a while. King's Raid, you know, you're doing the same things every day, so like your daily obligations kept getting more and more and more, especially sort of the breaking point for me was when you could do all 7 upper dungeon conquests every single day. That's when it really kind of hit me that I can't spend like 5 or 6 hours doing all of this daily stuff every day, because not only is it not that fun anymore, it just takes too long. So rather I got burnt out, but I'm not sure if burnt out and bored is kind of the same thing. Because ultimately, you know, if it was fun for me, I wouldn't mind doing that stuff 6 hours a day or whatever, you know? I would probably try and find that time. I mean, King's Raid is an auto-friendly game, so you would never need your full attention for it anyway. So yeah, Windrunner, here, he says burnt out something, let's read that. We do not want to force you to play a game which you are burnt out, and the experience is more fun when you enjoy the game. I'm pretty sure even in the yes department, some of them will agree with me as well. Take a look and scroll through. The yes no doesn't really fulfill what we have to say clearly. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Windrunner. This is kind of what I'm trying to say also. And again, apologies about the lack of the third option there, because I think that would have been the most popular pick. But again, I kind of wanted a concrete answer. It's just, I don't know, less helpful when most people are still in the middle. And yeah, the trend is pretty much like that. So yeah, for my King's Raid fans, again, I will try and cover updates, new heroes, stuff like that, new stuff that's coming into the game. I don't know how long that will go on. It could be, you know, I go into a patch note and I'm just so uninterested to actually cover it that I just won't. That could happen, although I'm gonna try my best, guys, but if I'm just not feeling it, I can't do it. That's just me. I can't, like, you know, force content. Some days I just won't even make a video because I'm not feeling it, and that's just what it is. Again, first and foremost, I am just another person like you guys. But yeah, that's my thought on this poll. I just want to thank all of you guys for your support, your comments, your voting, and just your understanding about my situation here. But that'll do it for today. Again, gonna be covering the Honkai Impact update tomorrow. Gonna be releasing a Knights Chronicle video probably Wednesday, with a PvP I was trying on Sunday, and yeah, we'll go from there. But as always, thanks guys for watching, leaving a like if you did happen to enjoy, even though this isn't your typical video. I tried to get face cam up because it would be a little bit less boring than just watching the screen here, but it doesn't work for whatever reason. I'm using a different scene because I have to zoom into the page here. But yeah, sorry for rambling again. Thanks guys as always for watching, and until next time.